Puzder.
No more.
Bye-bye.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, being super stupid and everything, Puzder was the pick for Secretary of Labor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the completely anti-labor owner of Hardee's and Carl's Jr.
Yep.
I think it's CKE Restaurant Management or something like that.
It's Hardee's and Carl's Jr. That's all you gotta know.
Yeah. So he was he stepped down from his nomination because of a growing fear that he would not get past the Senate.
No, it was basically guaranteed he wasn't going to get past the Senate. He had 5 Republicans turn against him.
I mean, up to 12 was what I was hearing. That there were
including Portman.
Yeah, which go Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Brown and Portman were going to be against this guy.
Well, let's not be too hasty with Go Ohio. He did vote for all of the other ones.
Yeah, fuck you, Betsy DeVos. And fuck you, Cory Booker. We haven't said that today.
We don't have to say that every day. It's become a meme, but like...
I feel a need to say fuck you, Cory Booker, every day. But anyway, so this guy was anti-labor, wanted automation to take over for the workers, fought against...
Dude literally called his own employees the worst of the worst.
Yeah. Also, employed an undocumented immigrant for like a very long time. And
that's what killed him.
No, I think really probably what killed him was the fact that there were allegations that he beat his first wife.
Well, that mixed with the hiring an undocumented immigrant. Like, honestly, once the allegations of abuse came out, some Republicans started turning against him, and then came to light that he had hired an undocumented immigrant to be, I think like it was a maid or something, for years, and then even more people started to turn against him.
So this was a, to use a Donald Trump term, this was a really bad hombre. Yeah, I mean, this is the first win in Trump's cabinet picks. Now, we don't really have a lot of news as to who his replacement will be. I mean...
He announced it today,
and by that...
we haven't done much research into him.
And by that I mean we're completely unprepared, so you're going to look that up while I stall for time. Yeah, Puzder's wife went incognito on the Oprah Winfrey Show and talked about physical and emotional abuse that she had. Alexander Acosta. That's who it is. Now, who is Alexander Acosta, Colin?
He's a dude that I haven't read anything about yet.
You see how prepared we go into these?
Literally 10 seconds before I hit record, we're like, let's talk about Puzder.
So, Acosta is a dean of... Isn't he the dean of Harvard Law? Or did he graduate from Harvard and now he's the dean of...
Maybe? Florida Law School. That's all it says.
Okay. So there's a law school in Florida that he's the dean of. Graduated from Harvard. Interestingly, and it wouldn't be interesting if it wasn't for Trump and his... terrible, terrible views on things like race. He's Hispanic. But I feel like this guy's probably a lot better than Puzder. And mostly because I don't think you could get worse than Puzder.
Yeah, so Puzder withdrew from the race because he was going to lose. And I think Trump is slowly realizing that he can't just do whatever he wants. With his travel ban being slapped down and now one of his nominees being slapped down, I think like they're just starting to send the message like, hey, you're not king. You don't just like rule the country now. Like we can keep you in check. So
yeah, I mean, I feel like this is a win. I feel like Acosta, who doesn't really have, doing the little bit of research that I have, doesn't really have anything to do with labor in his day-to-day job, which is interesting, because...
Well, I mean, he's a boss of some people.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got like a few employees and whatever, but anybody, I mean, you could train a monkey to juggle, and that monkey would be more fit to be the Secretary of Labor in the United States than Puzder.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to argue with that.
At least the monkey wouldn't be completely against labor and completely for automation.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot to say about this topic, I feel like.
We don't. We really
should do research. This isn't...
We've done more research on the other candidates because we were just like, it's Puzder, whatever. And then, like, over the past couple days, like...
Just everything
blew up, and... Yeah, I mean...
Is what it is, man. But, I'm very glad...
Watch it sometime.
I think Alexander Acosta is going to be better. Again, anybody would be better. But
well, we'll see what comes out about Acosta, because, like, he was just announced a couple hours ago, so...
Mm-hmm.
Really, not much is out on him right now.
Yeah, I think this is a good sign, just seeing that the Republicans aren't just going to let Trump get away with everything.
Hopefully.
Well, I mean...
Hopefully that's what this is a sign of, and it's not like, oh, well, this guy beat his wife, so we can't vote him in because that makes us look bad.
I mean, that's true. That's very true. But, I think an interesting part of this story, the part of this story that I feel the most comfortable with at this point, is that after Michael Flynn resigned, right?
Yeah.
It showed a real rockiness in the administration after it's, we're on day 25 now.
Mm-hmm.
And so with his resignation, I think what's happening is Congress, and especially the Republicans, have lost a lot of faith in Donald Trump actually getting to where they want him to be.
Yeah.
Now, where they want him to be is bad, but where he is worse. I would take actual conservatism for the next 4 years versus this weird mix of hatred and conservatism and anti-Semitism and
I'm gonna listen to whoever just stays here the longest in the room longest.
So I would take actual conservatism because we've gone through that before and it doesn't kill the entire world versus this dictator to be who it has.
Yeah, it just kills some of the people.
Yeah, just a few people. Which, at this point, I mean, we're gonna spend 4 years in damage control.
Yeah.
But I think what the rest of the government is realizing is that
progressives have a long road ahead.
Mm-hmm. A 12-year plan, if you will.
God, I hope it doesn't take 12 years.
Oh, it'll take 12 years. Not to get this guy out, obviously. He's only got 4, if that.
Yeah, well, I think that's about it.
Yeah. Not really much to say about this other than go Congress for making a good decision.
Yeah.
Bye.
Peace.